grinds my gears.
So this is our 1991 BMW 325i that we race, aka Sabine, named after Sabine Schmidt, the Queen of the Ring. And we really like when she has all 5 gears. But lately, we've had a little bit of grinding in 3rd and 4th gear that we need to address. Of course, our minds immediately went to, we need a new transmission. But we're this kind of mechanic, and we would prefer to hit the easy button. So we called our friends over at ECS Tuning, and they recommended the Z3 shifter. One of the benefits of the Z3 shifter over stock is that its throw is about 40% shorter, and with it being new, it should take a lot of the slop out of the system that we currently have. So let's walk you through the process of installing a new shifter, and then hopefully that cures our issue. Well, to install a new shifter, obviously you have to take the old one off, and it's actually pretty easy. You start with this rubber boot, and really to get to it, it's pretty easy. You just pull the shift knob off, and when we put it back on, we're just going to put some tape around the shaft and jam it back in. Seems to be holding so far. So once you get the shift knob off, then you just simply pull on it, pull it out of the transmission tunnel, and off it comes. So now we have access to the shifter and we can see what's going on. Yeah, that's no good. Okay, now it's time to get under the car. First thing you got to do is get this clip off. It's a little bit of a pain, but with a pair of pliers, it can come right off. Once you get that off, you pull off a washer. You won't need that if you get the kit, and pop the arm through. Once it's through, simple. Just take the other washer off because you're going to be putting it all back together in reverse order. And lastly, just simply pull up and the whole thing should come out. Now, one of the main issues with ours is that the little plastic tabs weren't engaged in these little slots. So here we have the actual tabs that you can see that would go in those slots. It's pretty simple. You just press it in, and then with 2 screwdrivers, you push against the tabs and rotate them into position. You'll hear them snap in. Then it's simple. Simply just put in everything in reverse. Start with a washer on the rod. Next, you'll just be putting this rod back through the bushing hole, and then you'll be putting one more washer on the outside, and then pressing in the little clip. Now, this little clip is pretty hard to get on, so you just have to have some patience, use a pliers, and just make sure it's all the way seated. Once you have the clip on, go back inside, put your rubber boot back on, make sure it's seated, then put on a little bit of tape around the shaft, put the shift knob back on, and you're all set. Let's see if this thing's fixed.